Garth Massey here with my good friend Jim Murphy, both Marines, and we need a favor from the Marine community. Now, this is going to go up on the Leadership Council, where we talk about all things related to leadership. Jim has created something awesome called True Hero Stories. It is a game where you get to play the lives of famous or true heroes that have fought for our nation throughout time, and it's this interactive game. My kids play it. We download it on the iPad, and then you have a little follow-along map and all kinds of stuff. But I don't want to ruin that because we need a favor. One, Jim, you got to tell us all about it, and then how you got started. And then we're having a competition, and we're going to need your votes. So I'll tell you that at the end. But Jim, take it away, man.
So I'm happy and super honored to be here. I really appreciate the opportunity to talk about Invicta True Hero Stories. This is a brand that my wife and I have built over the last, 3 years now. And it combines my experiences. Like Garth, I was an infantry officer in the Marine Corps. It combines my experiences from the Marine Corps with the experiences and the insights I've built up over the last 15 years making toys and games for kids. And we realize there's a real gap in the marketplace. I mean, if you look around you, what's missing in the market is anything that tells kids about American history, gets them excited about it in an interactive way. Also products that get kids reading, especially boys, and anything that teaches kids leadership. I mean, it's a skill like any other. Garth knows this very well. It's something you can teach kids and something you can build a lifetime on. And so it's about values. It's all those things wrapped together. You can check out our brand at trueherostories.com. Very easy to find. And Garth was mentioning we're very lucky. We got selected as one of 10 finalists in the Street Shares business grant competition. So like any entrepreneur, I'm always looking for capital. I'm always looking for more funds to make more inventory or to put money into marketing and drive awareness and excitement. We launched 3 years ago in Barnes & Noble, work on Amazon. We actually sold through all our inventory. And what happened is we went back in production and paper prices have skyrocketed. And we couldn't make the same product we were making before. This is the kit that we have out right now. You can find it in different places, but it's actually really hard to find because we can't go in production anymore on that. So we're in competition. We're one of 10 finalists, and what we're doing is kind of reorienting our business plan a little bit and changing a couple things around. Sure. But yeah, we could really use the help to drive awareness and ask people to go vote so we can get to the final round, which the voting closes on April 30th.
Yeah, well, for anybody who checks out the game, because we checked out the game and I played it with my boys, and it was kind of neat because you're reading the history, and it was there, the Flash and Thunder, right? So the opening invasion of Normandy, and you read about these soldiers and the trials that they had to overcome and the fights that they went through, and then you get to go into the board game and you actually play the battles out and you see how their tactics kind of played, which it's hard to launch a game, I would imagine. That's a very, very crowded space. So how do you break through the noise, man? I mean, how do you take, your idea, and then you got it to packaging, you've got, the action figure that goes with it, you've got the iPad. Like, how do you take it that far, rather than just an idea, people sitting on their couch? Because here, we're always looking for what gets you to that action step.
Yeah, how you get off the ground. I mean, this is a business that we built while we were flying. It was that kind of thing. And we actually had, we did a lot in one package to begin with, one physical product. But the essence of the product is that you get a kit, and that kit is a mission. And the first one we did tells the true story of a Native American paratrooper on D-Day, a guy named Turner Turnbull. A lot of parts of Saving Private Ryan are actually based on the story of Turner Turnbull. Nobody knows that. His platoon sergeant was a guy named Bob Nyland in the 4 Nyland brothers. That's who Steven Spielberg based the Ryan brothers in Saving Private Ryan on. So it's a true and incredible story. This guy was a platoon commander. He held off basically a regiment of Germans all day long on the north side of St. Mary-Glise in Normandy. It's an incredible story. And we took that story and we adapted it. And what it is the mission is written like a graphic novel. It's a graphic novel. And it's written as a choose your own adventure. So as you go through and you make decisions that are the real historical decisions. And you can wind up, if you make the wrong decision, you wind up in mission failure. Okay. So how do you decide whether, make good decisions or bad decisions? Well, there are two things. One is the acronym Invicta. Our brand is Invicta True Hero Stories. And that's 7 leadership principles that you use to navigate decisions. And then also, before you get to the graphic novel, there's an operation packet and map. And you read these two things, and there's important information that you know. So attention to detail and reading comprehension. So because of how we're set up, and it was all designed by literacy experts, we've gotten great reviews. We have over 25-star reviews on Amazon. We have great feedback on what we're doing, what we're trying to build. But the thing is, getting it to that first stage was actually easier. Getting into Barnes & Noble and getting on Amazon and selling it and that kind of thing, the launch was actually easier than then figuring out the sustainment period, which is all tied to really honing in our market. What we found out, we started with like a consumer packaged good toy model. And what we found out that our market is more education technology. The people who responded to our product are people who really care about their kids having good values and care about their kids actually learning American history and really care about their kids growing up to be readers. And that's who we're focusing on going forward. And, a little bit of a reorientation. So, one of the things we learned in the Marine Corps is, you don't ever let anything stop you. And you always find a way to find the flank. You run into a straight-on obstacle where you got to fall back and find the flank. You can do that. And that's kind of what we're doing right now with Invicta. And, we're having great response, great feedback. We're launching a suite of ebooks. And the whole idea is that we are focusing on World War II heroes. Now, we call it true hero stories. But what we're really talking about is leaders. I kind of think like amateurs talk about heroes, professionals talk about leaders, right? That's kind of our mantra. And but we have a whole slate of World War II leaders that we're planning on doing more mission kits on in the next 6 months. So the Jimmy Doolittle raid and the Tuskegee Airmen and John Basilone, all these stories that we want to tell, we have them all lined up. We're working on them now. And if we can win this contest, it's the one thing will help us get to the next step and get all those things out there digitally in an app format.
All right, well, let's talk about it. If you've made it this far, here's how you can help. Marines, we need you. I like to say that we're an amphibious fighting force, and we have a beachhead on the soul of every other Marine. So you always get 5 minutes. And this is Jim's. He needs 5 minutes here. He gets actual cash for your online votes. So we're going to put a link in this post, and we're going to put a link in the comments. And we're asking people to share the link or share this post. But you can give him that 5 minutes, that little Marine Corps hit. All you have to do is you go to the link. I've already voted, Jim. You go to the link, and it's Marine team versus the Army, the Air Force, and the Navy. All you have to do is click Marine team. And, 2 buttons. Click the link. Click the button that says United States Marine Corps. And Jim gets cash to bring us more battle stories, more true hero stories, more things that put educational, historical stuff out in front of kids. And it's a great product. You've done a wonderful job putting it together, man. So
appreciate it. Thank you. And you'll be helping the other Marine company too. Lithic. That's our partner. We're paired together. You're voting for both of us at the same time, so the Marines can move to the next stage. Great guys at Lithic. It's all about a unique source of protein, bug protein. Very cool business.
You got to watch their video to understand. Yeah. So get on there, click the link, whether you've met Jim or not. I know there are literally thousands of you that see these videos. So click the link and then just give him a vote for the Marine Corps. We need to push him forward so he can get to that sustainment level. And that's it, man. We're gonna let you go, but it's a great thing you're doing, and the education on leadership's all powerful stuff.
I appreciate it. Thanks to everybody.